KWSO HD1, Warm Springs.
This is KWSO News. I'm Samayakan Allen.
The Oregon Fish and Wildlife Commission is revisiting a 2023 agreement with the Grand Ronde Tribe concerning hunting and fishing rights across Northwest Oregon.
Broadcasting from a hill high on the Warm Springs Reservation in Central Oregon, home to 3 confederated tribes.
We're a small station in a small place, a little off the beaten path.
The KWSO radio station airs free music and news every hour, every day.
We do our own local newscasts, and we can cover Warm Springs better than anybody.
Local reporters share what's happening in a community that can feel isolated.
That's who's doing recording language lessons. That's who's doing interviews with elders. In rural Oregon, and probably rural America, mainstream media doesn't necessarily show up unless something very bad has happened.
Sue Matters is the station manager.
We operate on about $600,000 a year is our full budget. And so, 40% of that would be CPB.
40% of the station's budget that's now gone. Congress voted to approve President Trump's request to claw back more than $1 billion for public broadcasting across the country. Money that helped fund stations like KWSO.
I don't think people hate public radio at all. And certainly we don't even hardly sound like public radio. It's the national political narrative.
The federal cuts threaten the jobs of 2 of the 6 KWSO employees. Matters says she's determined to save them, but the station will have to sacrifice.
We're going to have to move forward, and tribal people are kind of used to having to do that. Have you done the KWSO online survey yet?
On Thursdays at the Warm Springs Pavilion.
We've got some radishes, some carrots, some beets, and some fresh lettuce. It's free to take.
A community market offers the traditional and the unexpected.
We have some the single rifle cases, and then we have a double one.
This week, free gun safes, part of a violence prevention campaign.
So the safety is a big thing, especially for our Native people on our lands.
And the community radio station is there too.
Thank you.
Paige Hurtado works for a clean drinking water project in Warm Springs. He just ran a survey.
One of those questions was, how does the majority of people get their news sources? And the most popular answer was actually our local radio station. It's more than just like music, right? Like it's all of this like news and information in real time. And you start to take that away, then our community is going to continue to be crippled, disjointed, and lack access.
Caroline Cruz, a tribal leader, says the station has the community's trust.
We had the 2 major fires going on just this past weekend. We know if we tune in to KWSO, they're going to have the most up-to-date information.
For some, it's personal.
Because the local news, for one thing, it's home. They interviewed my dad a long time ago. So every once in a while on Veterans Day, I get to hear his voice. It means a lot.
Tribes, which include Warm Springs, Yakima Nation.
Without federal funding, Matters is determined to keep KWSO on the air.
100% we are going to continue to operate. It's just at what level.
She'll have to make cuts, and she expects to lose access to national news and tribal networks.
Native America Calling in National Native News, and those are programs that people here love and tune in for like every day at 10 o'clock.
Leaving the high desert at risk of becoming a news desert.
There'll be like a void where probably incorrect information will grow.
She says for the tribal-owned station, the challenge feels familiar.
It's like nothing new for Indian country. I mean, Indian country is usually the last people to get things from the federal government.
A fight for a radio station known as much for providing community updates.
Like when they do the news, it's our friend telling us the news.
As providing community tables at the Thursday market.
That's not going to stop us. I mean, as Indian people, we are very resilient. I mean, we just survive, we go on.